yesterday, someone was asking about having a hat stay on their head. When I started reenacting, one of the first things I bought with my clothes was a hat pin. Every merchant, sutler at events seemed to be selling hat pins, and I thought I needed a hat pin. Keep my hat on, keep my bonnet on. Bought one. Let me tell you how many times I've stabbed my head with a hat pin. It was a lot. Well, as things go, I learned and I found out, those long hat pins, not a mid-19th century thing. Yeah. They had little pins, like 3-inch pins that were called hat pins or bonnet pins, but they had a completely different purpose. They were used to help hold either the veil or trims to the hat or bonnet. It's not for holding the bonnet or hat to your head. And then, you know what? At first I was like, no, really? Then why do we have all these hat pins? It's a later Victorian and Edwardian thing. And the more I thought about it, I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Now, later Victorian era, Edwardian era, your hair's up here. Like I've got this ponytail going. Let me take this down because I'm going to need it down in a moment. Instead of having my hair up here to pin stuff to, my hair needs to be, now I'm not going to part it, it needs to be down here at the nape of my neck. Da-da-da. Quick bun for the hair that's not quite long, not quite short, not sure what it wants to be right now. All right, so super quick elastic bun. My hair is at the nape of my neck. So that means, you know what? There's not much left up here to pin to. So if you're trying to get through a hat, because your hat's up here, it's going to hit your head. And I can tell you, it hurts, and you don't want extra stab marks in your head. So those were brilliant early and mid-Victorians. Yeah, they were kind of brilliant. They have these ties. Check this out. So inside this hat, I guess we gotta move the little head. Inside this hat are a pair of ties. And each one sits just above, where the hat's gonna be, kind of like above your ear point. One on either side. If you look at originals, you're gonna find remnants of these ties, so little narrow ribbons, or elastic cord. Yeah. On occasion, you even find the cord. I get really excited when I find actual cord still attached. There's one in the green collection that has the cord still attached. Very excited about that. Occasionally, these are even wide ribbons. They simultaneously are functional and fashionable, but really, these are functional. Okay, so there's one on either side. And let's put it on our little head here. You should probably hold him up. Okay, so, usually we think about, that way of tying it under your chin. No. I'm going to tie it in the back. So this comes behind your ears. And pretend your hair's right here. It's going to tie under your hair. Now, if it's an elastic, you're just going to slide the elastic under your hair. And that holds pretty well. All right, here, I'll even put it on. Now this hat's actually a little big for me. I did put the fabric in there so it'll fit the wearer. I'm just bringing this behind my head. I'm just going to tie it back there, see? And it stays pretty well. I wouldn't say windstorm or tornado worthy, but light breeze running around the village. These ties are going to hold back there. So you're probably going, what do I use? Well, originals are going to show, obviously, silk ribbons most of the time. Occasionally, some cotton silk blends. My favorites for longevity and function stay down there. She's eyeing these ribbons. So longevity and function, I love the cotton sateen ribbon. This is a 1/2 inch wide cotton sateen ribbon. There, simple little tie in the back, okay? I like that, and then I also like a strong, I should have seen that coming, down, it's not a good time, thank you. Okay, so a strong silk satin ribbon will work really well. A silk taffeta if it's a strong one. And the reason I keep saying strong is because some of the reproductions aren't necessarily as strong. You want a ribbon that's going to last a while, especially for this function. Be prepared, especially if you're using white and if you do hotter events, for some sweat, okay, to end up right on that bow. So you'll probably want to do some washing of that ribbon on occasion. Oddly enough, shampoo or regular soap will work really well. I've actually heard a few people suggesting shampoo for silk even. I was like, oh, that's a neat idea. It does make sense. But just a gentle wash. Of course, you got to be careful when it's still attached to your bonnet. So that's that for hat ties.